What is going on, you guys? Lucas here, back with another video. So, this video, we're going to kind of talk about the planning of this whole Jericho jacket. Now, I know, I feel like I've given enough detail about what I'm doing, but I haven't given enough detail about what I'm doing. Does that make sense? That probably doesn't make sense. But, I'm trying to think of exactly how I want this jacket to be. So, I kind of really want to maybe have it be like the culmination of Jericho. Now, I kind of talked about this in a clip that I recorded a couple days ago, a couple weeks ago. I don't remember when. A couple days ago, actually. So I'll put that in a little bit when I kind of talk about that. So obviously, the outside of this jacket is going to be leather, and so so back up. So let's plan out what the jacket's kind of going to look like. First of all, that's I think the first thing we need to do. So, this might have like a two-part. So, let's kind of plan out what this jacket is going to look like. Now, like I said, I kind of want this to be like a culmination of Chris Jericho jackets. I want it to have, like. Oh, that's what I never did. That's what I got on YouTube earlier to do something, and I never did it. Actually, I think my internet is out on my PlayStation, because nothing's been working. Let's go to YouTube. So, I want this to be kind of a culmination of Jericho jackets. So, I know now he's kind of really into the spike jacket, the spray painted jacket. I don't think I'm going to do any spray paint on a jacket right now, or like a graffiti like look that he's going with. I'll insert a picture so you guys know what I'm talking about, so you don't think I'm freaking insane. But I don't think I'm going to add that on this one. Maybe on... Hold on, I'm going to go to my... Man... It's going to be a little bit hard to find, but I kind of want to find the jacket that Chris wore when I seen him. I think I've only ever seen the jacket twice in person. The first time, was it the first time? Yeah, the first time was at a Fozzy concert, and then the second time was at, hold on, I'm going to my channel right now. The first time I saw it was at the Fozzy concert in November of 2014. So that was like year one of the vlogs, and then the second time that I saw it was in 2016 at a Raw house. No, not a house show. It was a TV, so a Raw TV. So I think I've only ever seen the jacket twice that I can think of. I feel like there should be more, but there's not, which is really weird because Jericho is one of my favorite wrestlers. So I kind of, like I said, I want to incorporate the two that I definitely seen in person, and I kind of have a bunch of ideas for that. And right now I'm gonna go find that video. I'm just scrolling right now, and I'm only on day 58. And this is like middle of the, or end of the year, I guess, right? So, man, good times year one, good times. Go back and watch my Star Vlog videos. We're in July, I just seen the Motley Crue concert. August, okay, so yeah, 2 more months left. My camera's dying, wonderful. I know the title of the vlog was "Do You Want to Start a War?" and the thumbnail was a Fozzy logo. We're in October, okay, so we're almost there. Neon lights, Brantley Gilbert. I did a lot that first year. It was after Motley Crue. Okay, let's see if we can find the jacket. Now let's fast forward through this, because we don't care. Well, we do care about the opening bands. It was Shaman's Harvest and Texas Hippie Coalition. Oh, is that Fozzy? It was a short video. Why did I make it so short? What's wrong with me? So I believe that the jacket that I saw was like the gold, black and gold. And I don't really want to add black or add gold to this. I think I mentioned this. I do have a couple of ideas for this jacket to where we could make another one in the future. Which the other one that I have, I wish I kind of would have done that first, and I guess I still could. But I think we're too far along with this one. But the second one that I want to make is really going to be really cool. And I think it'll get a lot of attention. So this video is loading. My internet, I don't know what is wrong with my internet. I'm very nervous about doing this connect to Wi-Fi thing because I haven't. Alright, hopefully that'll work. So, I don't want to put the gold in there for this one, but I do want to do like a... Oh no, I'm not connected to the internet now. Why? Oh no. Okay, I'm back on. Okay. Maybe now this will work. Now that I updated. Sometimes I have to turn my internet off and turn it back on. There we go. We'll just pause that and let that load. So, but I do have the basic outline. I have the pattern already, which I'm going to get into that in just a minute, but I have the pattern already. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, so it was like the black and gold one that he had on. Like it was just covered in like stones, and I kind of want to do that on the sleeves. I have a really cool idea for the sleeves to where they would be covered, completely covered, which would be like a lot of money to do, but I think it'd be worth it. So completely covered, and then like the lights I want to do like around the arm, like a swirl pattern. I know he had that on a jacket before. I don't know which one. I'd have to like go through and like. There has to be. Is there a video? Let's see. Is there a video that somebody did? If not, I could be the first one to do it. Okay, so yeah, the only ones that come up are the ones that are like yeah, the only ones that come up are like the ones that there's no like history of them. But I swear he wore one that had like the lights that went like in a. Is that it? Oh my god! Did I just find it on accident? Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna insert the video, but like let's just like kind of take a look at it. Let's mute. Oh, that's the wrong remote. Okay, so you can kind of see that it kind of like. That's the kind of the design that I see, like it goes like around. I think that's the design that I want to go for. Like maybe exactly that design, maybe like a little bit different, but pretty much the sleeves are gonna be like that, where it kind of, I guess they're not swirled around, but that's kind of like what I want to do is like a swirl kind of pattern. They don't even go all the way around the jacket. Wow, I did not realize that. So maybe what we could do, I have a lot of ideas for this. Oh my gosh. But that's really cool. I like that. So I know his, I can just tell. Come back. I want to watch you again. Okay, so I can tell that each of those lights are just different colors. I think that they all, yeah, did he ever wear that on TV? I don't know if he ever wore that on TV now. But that's the one that I'm going to do. Like the sleeves, that's what I'm going to do. You can see it right now in the video. That's what I'm going to do for the sleeves. And then for the lights, so what I kind of have an idea of that I want to do is do like around the sleeve cuff, I guess, is do another I'm gonna do like the sleeve like about that thick, so I have enough room, and I'll put a strand of lights around that, and then I'll put a strand of lights around that, and then like some spikes or something. I think that would look really, really cool. So I gotta go charge my battery. I don't know where any of my other batteries are at for some weird ass reason, but I'm gonna charge this battery and I'll get back to you guys in a little bit. Okay, so as I was saying, I'm gonna put lights around the cuff of the jacket, and then either put like some spikes. I really don't know if I want to do the spikes though, because I feel like that could be bad. Not bad per se, but just like that might not look good, and it might not be. I don't know. I gotta see exactly how it would work. I have an idea for the cuffs and stuff, but I don't really know. The rest of the jacket, I think I have an idea of how I'm gonna do the lights. So I think I'm just gonna go with like lights down the front, like 2 strips down the front on each side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then also I'm going to do 4 on the back. I think like I had a lot of plans. I wanted to make this my own jacket, but I also wanted to make this like I also wanted to make this kind of like. I also didn't want to make it for myself. So my original idea was going to put a star in the back. Maybe that's another idea that I'll do. But I think I'm just going to go with the 4 light strips down the middle. Maybe like kind of I gotta mess with that, I guess, and just see what it'll look like. So maybe like one that's um, like kind of one that goes down the entire back of the jacket, and then two like smaller. You know what I mean? Like I think once you see it in a video, or like once you see it on paper, I guess it'll look a little bit better. And once I draw it out a little bit, I'm gonna do that tomorrow. I'm gonna draw out how I want this to look on video. Now the interior. Let's talk about a little bit of the exterior as well. So I also kind of want to put on this jacket. Like I said, the spikes. So I think what would kind of be fun, like if I don't end up going with the idea of which I really want to do it because I like the swirly pattern. If I don't end up doing that, like I'll do like probably one strip down the middle, or two strips. I have a few ideas for how I'm gonna do that. But like maybe just do a line of spikes up the side of the jacket. Not huge ones, but like maybe like 1.5 2-inch long ones. Just to kind of, like I said, this is going to be like the culmination of Jericho jackets, of like Jericho entrance attire, I guess is what it would more likely be, because we'll get to that in the middle, or in the center of this, we'll get to the interior of the jacket here in just a little bit. So I still have to figure out how I'm going to power this and all that stuff. I kind of have an idea of how I'm going to do it, but I don't really know for sure yet. I also want to kind of incorporate. This is just as a personal kind of thing, not a personal thing, but also kind of like a personal slash, like, if you know Chris Jericho as well as I know Jericho, I love his podcast. I love everything about Jericho. I love his podcast. I love his album, his music, all that stuff. You guys know that he's a big fan of Kiss. And what I kind of want to do is incorporate two things, which I said I'll let you in a minute. I'll get to the second part in a minute. I think so. I want to include black diamond colored rhinestones, because Black Diamond's a Kiss song, and I just think it would be really cool to incorporate like black diamonds here or there. Like maybe that's what I'll do in the sleeves, because I feel like I'm gonna actually cover the entire sleeves with rhinestones essentially, and like studs and stuff like that. What else do I want to kind of like? I like the jacket that I showed you. I'm not gonna go that crazy with rhinestones. Not on the first one at least. I think what I'm gonna do is just probably on the front, I'm probably gonna do, actually, I think that might work. So what I might do, since I'm gonna do two on the front for sure, so like down the front we'll just say, like, actually I'm wearing a Kiss t-shirt right now. So down the front we'll do this one strip, right? And then in the middle of that we'll put a row of like little spikes. I think that would look really cool actually. Not, like I said, not super big spikes, and then it'll be like a row of studs, or a row of studs and a row of like rhinestones or something like that. So I think that would look really cool. I think that'll look really cool, I should say. What else do I want to do on the outside? Maybe like around the sleeve of the jacket, I'll do like 4 rhinestones and a spike or something like that. I want this to look really cool. And I have like a lot of ideas. Like I'm visualizing it in my head, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is gonna look amazing. So now let's talk about the interior. So the interior, I was very like, I was just very like crazy about it when I started doing this like in January, when I started like planning everything out at the fabric store. I had a bunch of ideas for the center, or for the interior of the jacket. The girl that I was talking to, I forgot her name, but she was helping me a lot with everything, and just like helping me pick out stuff. And we found this fabric, and there's a thing on my camera, and I keep thinking it's on my face. We found this fabric that would literally look really cool, but I kind of was watching TikTok, believe it or not, and Selena, Spooky Selena, I think her username is. I don't really remember it off the top of my head. I seen a TikTok from her, and she had like this sparkly like fabric on, right? And I'm like, that fabric looks really familiar. So I shot this clip on my phone, or on my computer, talking about how I found this fabric, right? So here's the clip. Okay, guys, so I know that this video is different, completely different from what, I know this part of the video is a little bit different, but I just had this, like, epiphany of what to look for when I was searching for the interior of this jacket. And I'm going to do a little transition really quickly, and we'll do a fade. And there you can see it, guys. This fabric right here, it is very similar to the look of the jacket that Chris Jericho, or the shirt that Chris Jericho. Let me see if I can. Okay, Chris Jericho, 1999 debut. So as you can kind of see here, very, very, very similar. There's not really any good photographs of it. This is maybe kind of one of the good ones. But as you can kind of see, it's very, very, very similar to kind of the debut, and then Chris Jericho, 222 return, and then okay, there it is. So there you can kind of see it's a little bit kind of like that it's hard to find. There we go. See, like, look, that's like almost essentially that, I think. Oh my god, I think that is the same exact fabric right there. So I think this is the fabric that we're gonna go with for the liner, and it also comes in a bunch of different colors, because what I want to do is actually, like, what's this color? What is this color? Confetti. Oh, this is different. This is not. This is actually, I've used that before for other projects, but I was hoping that this came in other colors, because I think this is okay. There it does. Okay, so as I said in the earlier, is I kind of want to do maybe a purple star on the inside. Is this the same? Yes. So like maybe we could do it like, because the whole reasoning behind the star in the back of the jacket is like a little secret hidden thing, and one of Chris's favorite members of Kiss is Paul Stanley. Jericho does a phenomenal impression. So I thought maybe what we could do with this fabric is we'll do the silver, as I mentioned. We'll do the silver, right? And then on hidden inside would be like a purple star, because that's that's Paul Stanley's color, rather, for Kiss. That kind of looks more blue. If we could get maybe another, is this the same fabric? That's very big. See, this is a different. I want to go with the same fabric because I want it to make it look like it kind of meshes together. So I think we will go with this one. But also, like, purple is one of my favorite colors. So, that's also where the purple comes from, is it being one of my favorite colors. And my last name is Star, so it all works out. But yeah, guys, this is being filmed way in advance from when I thought I was going to do it. But, yeah. I don't know, guys. That's just an idea. Hopefully I remember this in the future. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. And I mentioned in the clip, like I said, I want to do like a star in the middle, like of the back of the jacket, like for Paul Stanley, because obviously Paul Stanley, one of the bigger influences in Chris Jericho's musical life. And I also thought about doing the Inner Circle logo. Now I'm gonna test it out to see what it'll look like, kinda, but I think that's gonna be a little bit too difficult to do, just because like the Inner Circle logo is kind of like very detailed, like a lot more detailed than I think I thought it was. So maybe down the line that'll be another jacket that I do. Like I said, I have a lot of ideas for jackets, so maybe down the road we'll do a Inner Circle jacket. But yeah, guys, I don't know. This is crazy. This is the kind of the planning stage, like I said. So I think next in the planning stage needs to come, like, what is the list of things that we're gonna do. So I think first we got to get the pattern, which I already have. I already have a lot of that pattern, like, not cut out, but like not drawn out, or traced out on another piece of paper, because I want to keep it on a thicker piece of paper, because paper material or pattern paper is very thin. So I think that's the next step, is getting that finished, putting on. I'm going to kind of show you guys how I do that. And then once we get that done, I think we should buy, like, I kind of want to put a secondary liner in this jacket as well, like of maybe just like some cotton, like a t-shirt cotton, or something like that, just to give it a little more thickness, I guess. So I think I'll look for that tomorrow, or look for that the next time. And then after that, we'll figure that out. We'll trace that stuff out, do the lining like that, and should we do that? I don't know. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do because like I want to have like I said, I want to have this kind of like a thicker. Do I want to have it thicker? I don't know. We'll have to think about that because like I feel like it should just have like kind of two linings in it. Because if you take apart any leather jacket, it has kind of like a foam kind of padding layer into it, which is really weird. I think it'll work out. I think we can get this to work out. So maybe do another layer of a kind of another fabric to just give it like some warmth, I guess. Like I know that sounds weird, but like I also don't want this jacket to be heavy because I feel like with the spikes and the studs and the lighting and all that stuff, it's gonna be heavy as it is. Like I'm expecting this jacket to weigh 20 pounds at least. At least 20 pounds. So yeah, I don't know. But I think the next step, like I said, is to just cut the material, or not cut the material, cut the pattern out, lay that all out, make sure it's going to look okay. And then after that, I think we're going to go into buying the fabric. And I kind of want to also just buy like a cheaper, not a cheaper fabric, that sounds stupid, but like buy a fabric that, just to see how it's gonna look, I guess, like, and make sure it'll fit. Because that's the one thing, like if this thing is gonna be too big, like I feel like it's almost like a good investment to just buy some cheap material, a couple yards of cheap material, and well, I guess it would be 2 or 3 yards anyway, but like buy like 2 or 3 yards of cheap material and make this jacket first out of like an outline of it kind of, and see if it would work and see how big it's gonna be, because I have an extra large size and I really want to kind of lose weight with this thing, so I feel like I might have to go down to a large. I don't know. But I feel like going down to a large might be a little bit better, because I know Jericho's jackets have been a little bit bigger on him. He never wears them like super duper tight or anything like that. But I mean, with the quarantine thing happening right now, it's very hard to diet and exercise. And don't say it's not, because if you say that it's not hard to diet and exercise, you're lying. I've been eating Tostitos for the last 3 weeks. And I wish I had White Castle, because I'm watching White Castle right now and it looks delicious. Anyway, onwards and forwards. So I think that might be our best bet. Just buy like a couple yards of cheap fabric, like 3 or 4 yards of cheap fabric. Get it all cut out. And, you know, if I have to buy another pattern, that's fine, like another smaller pattern, which I was very hesitant on buying the bigger pattern, because I think this is it right here. I'm gonna be really mad if I had a large size and I didn't. This is the pattern, guys. Size. Yeah, because I did the extra large to extra large. So I might have to go buy another pattern. And I might find, you know, if I have to buy another pattern, I might find that find another pattern. If I have to go buy another pattern, I might find one that suits this jacket idea better. And if that happens, then that's amazing. Because I'm thinking, too, that I might just get a different pattern. Because I know Jericho's are more like a blazer type of deal, and this is like a... can't remember which one I'm doing. Yeah, we're going with... Actually, this one is kind of perfect for that. We're going with the B pattern right there. Yeah, we're going with this one. So, yeah, I don't know. But like I said, we might have to get a new pattern depending on how big this thing is. So I think that's our first step. So in the next kind of video, I think it's going to be us cutting out the pattern, maybe buying some cheap fabric at offline, like off Amazon or something like that, and just seeing what happens, you know? This could go well, this could go bad, I don't know. So I think after we do that, and then we figure out if we're going to use this pattern, and if it's going to work right, and all that good stuff, then I think we go on to buying the actual lining material, and doing the lining first, because that's the first thing that has to be done, is the lining. No doubt about it. So we'll do the lining, And then after the lining, we'll do the leather, because I'm not using real leather. And then I think it's gonna be too crazy to like put it together, and it's gonna be too crazy to put it together, and then put the stones on it, because that's what I realized with my first attempt with this. So I think what we're gonna have to do is get everything done, lay it out, the pattern, and then mark where we're gonna put the jewels. And I think that's gonna be the best bet for us, is just marking where we put the jewels, because the last one, it was just like I was doing it like kind of offhand, like just stupidly. So then we'll do the studs and the lights and all that stuff kind of in one little sitting, and I think that's what's going to take me the longest, is doing the studs and the spikes and everything. That's probably going to take me, I would say, depending on how much I put into this jacket, probably maybe a month to do. I don't know though. So yeah, this is all very interesting and going to be very fun. So after the studying and all that, I think that's when we work on electronics and getting everything together and making sure that it works. So yeah, guys, I don't know. Like I said, I did mention about maybe wanting to do a blazer version of this, even though I like this jacket, just because I know Jericho's, like the one I was talking about earlier, that was a blazer style, and it had like the folded out. So what I would do with that is maybe put some rhinestones in there and some studs like in the lining. I actually think I don't know. That seems like a good idea now that I think about it. I don't know. I'm gonna see what this looks like first. So that's gonna be first. So I think after we get this cut out, I'm gonna buy some fabric, and I'm gonna buy fabric off Amazon, which might be stupid, but I'm gonna buy some fabric, and then I'm gonna buy some buy a sewing machine. I'm just buying a little cheap, like $40 sewing machine, which might not be good, but I don't know for sure. The only thing for sure is nothing's for sure. That's the way I live my life. But anyway, that's it for today's episode. This week's episode. Next week's episode is going to be us kind of planning everything out, or not planning, cutting everything out, and I'm going to show you guys how I kind of traced everything and cut everything out and all that good stuff, and we will see how that goes. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it. If you guys want to help donate to this channel and help donate to this jacket so I can start making more of these, you can do so at paypal.me/LAstar13. Follow me on Twitter at TheLucasStar, Facebook.com/LucasStar, where I might post exclusive pictures. Yeah, I will do that actually. TikTok, all that good stuff. Everything is listed at the end of this video. Not everything, but a lot of stuff is listed at the end of the video. So I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.